and the Bernie campaign.
Like the whole basis of like communism is like people and planet above profit, right? Like we're here to preserve the planet, preserve people. We don't want to have to like eliminate people, right? But if people are going to try to fight back against the revolution, like when you hear about like atrocities committed by like in Cuba, like Fidel and Che, like killing people, like those people that were actively like they were like anti-revolution, they were like they were fighting against the revolution. Like in any war, like if you like when you guys were in war and you encountered people that were fighting against you, what did you do to those people? Right? I mean, the same thing holds true in revolution, right? Like you can't abide people like actively working against your revolution. Like you can give them a choice, be like, hey, you can join the revolution, you can not be a bootlicker, you can sit idly by and allow it to happen, but if you're gonna take up arms against the revolution, then you should expect a violent response, right? Like it's natural.
Fight or die.
Yeah.
What they kept in the Revolutionary War. Fight or die.
Yeah. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're at one of those moments in human history where it's like we're fighting for survival. We're fighting for the survival of the entire human race. We're fighting for the survival of living creatures on planet Earth. And you know, there's some people that will stop at nothing to preserve that, right? Like to see the human race continue into the future, right? To try to save the planet from destruction. And no matter what country or what laws that exist, they're irrelevant to. There are things greater than those systems, right? There are things that are more important than the rule of law in the United States when it comes down to the existence of the human race. And that's where we're at, unfortunately. And like this is like there are probably no other points in human history, in like recorded human history, where like the stakes were as high as they are right now. Like we are at a we're at the end of the road, and like the way we choose to go is going to determine like, hey, are we going to continue as a species, or are we going to burn up in a center?